You guys know Prote, right? The co-creator of the greatest Doom Eternal mod ever, Horde mode, a year before the official one came out. Well, Prote is among the Eternal players that is currently enjoying the Dark Ages, and he's brought out some very interesting information about damage reduction. Many of you know that enemies behind you are programmed to be less aggressive, but did you know that you actually take less damage from attacks that hit you from behind? How much less? Try 75%. This applies across all difficulty levels, by the way. The only attack that doesn't reduce this much is the Stalker Imp's projectile. If it hits you from behind, there's only a 40% reduction. But only if it's the very first thing to hit you. If they come second or later in a series of attacks, they are reduced to 75% like everything else. But you don't really have to worry about that difference because once you've taken damage at all, or your shield is broken, all damage from behind will be reduced by 75%. Why is this important enough to make a small video about it? It's because of how incredibly useful it is when it's used intentionally. Why would you intentionally take damage from the back? Well, what if your shield breaks, and you know without a doubt that you can't block an incoming attack? What if my shield breaks against the Komodo, and then I turn my back for this unavoidable damage? You just have to make sure you're turning at the right angle, because if something hits you from the side, you'll take full damage. That's why this is tricky to use against the Cosmic Baron. He swipes at you horizontally, so you need to move away from him to minimize the risk of a side hit. Still, very useful because he breaks your shield more than anyone. And finally, Azrak. This tech is monumentally helpful against him if you're struggling with his variations of attack strings, especially on a lower parry setting. A few mistimed parries or mashing block in anticipation, that shield goes bye-bye and you're gonna eat 2 or 3 hits. Turn your back to him and you'll save so much health. It's a game changer. There you go, a quick tech video for you. Thanks Prote for discussing this with me for hours as we tested these conditions. What a cool feature to bring to the player base.